I just see a little curb pile with like 3 boxes of just random books, but these reviews don't. I gotta turn my head, and then I can kind of see backwards. But if I'm like, you know, I usually try to keep my head straight ahead. Definitely like just checking out a few desk masks, some gloves, rear views, stuff like that too. Kind of keep me a little bit protected while exploring this stuff. My phone's on a shock case, and like right here, I get just the better sizes. But right here, I kind of get a few of these, and stuff like that, and it's just just a basic thing that I do, and I do get a lot of sometimes it kind of kicks out somehow, and pretty good sizes, I think. Just depends, and I just kind of have a small collection just from this area. I don't know if the owner really knows or not, but these are pretty good hobby pebbles and things. I would say, and sometimes there's just a few random items, and having like a welcome to Upside DIY. So it's kind of like the largest filter. I use the rest of my coffee. I'm just kind of and the grounds, and then just it's more watery, so and then I put fresh coffee in. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys on a short. I'm gonna make a quick video. I thought these were pretty good, but it turns out they're just average. I thought they would be more clear, but so I think I think this one's gonna be more about cleaning. I've got to do a lot of cleaning, do some sorting out and cleaning a little bit. There's some this and that. Sometimes it's just a little kind of like stuff on back order, they would say, but it's just I've got a few things I'm trying to figure out with well, not figure, but YouTube. So I got two. Each one was $4. Two of those. Then I found this on the way. I'm not even sure what color it is or anything. It was sterling, no, stripping white. So, but I needed this epoxy. I was going to, and I'm still not finished, but I've got a few more pickups. But I kind of ran out of the clear. Well, I have a quarter of a tube, but I need to try to get to the store and get some clear silicone. But just showing you guys the socks are kind of ready, and I found get some clear silicone. But just showing you guys the socks are kind of ready, and I found a few more, or maybe 2 more pairs, but they're really taller. So an interesting like vaporizer, I guess. I don't know. It's pocket pop something. I don't know. It's real crazy. I never found a vaporizer like this, but and it's really confusing sometimes. I'm just trying to go for a relaxing walk, and I gotta admit, these reviews just sometimes you notice it and sometimes you don't. It just depends. And even like the sunglass itself, um, it's okay, I think. So like right here, and all I do, it might be like a suction or a syringe. So I'm just trying to just trying to document a few things, just let you guys figure out all the random stuff you could get into. So I just added, you know, there's just traffic, really not much. And this is kind of like the hat that I found like 2 weeks ago or something. I washed it. Pretty cool outfit. Someone lost a drone like right there one time. Touched something when I put it in my pocket. Creek and get on the trail instead of going around a little bit to see if this, yeah, I could probably do it. There's a light pole, so I'm gonna hop this and go into the woods, I think so. All right, so I'll kind of go down through here. These sunglasses are just sometimes the nice log bridge. These sunglasses are sometimes annoying. But GoPro and, you know, the trail is actually on the, this may be kind of like, this is like a side channel where there are some minerals and stuff, but look how, you know, sometimes, oh man. So I gotta kind of like get over there or find a clearing to get across another spot right here, so you guys can kind of check, you know. The thing is, you know, there's a lot of good seaweed and stuff, but I don't want to drop my phone. I took off my sunglasses so I could see. Okay, so I jumped, and I should have pretty much find a way. Also, I could go through there. I think I feel a little dampness on my pants a little bit. Probably have to go through here just to get on a trail that I'm familiar with. So, you know, sometimes there's not a perfect safety gear or sunglasses, or but gloves, maybe a dust mask can help you feel a little more comfortable. I gotta go through this little, I don't see any other way, so I gotta crawl down. Oh man, this is getting to be like a, I found a spot. Wow, that was where small, another recreational. Also tested the boot or the heel repair, and even if the boot was going to last, I guess, just from one of my usual walks to the store. And it needs some work on the insoles. I might have to make a special sock and things, wear special socks, even though I did try to work on the insoles, but this one started to break apart and stuff. Not sure why exactly, but I also like use like liquid nail like inside, and I ran out of liquid nail, but so that held up at least on this shoe. One of my other shoes, actually two of my other shoes, I have this one and that one. This one I could still fit this one, so I might try to repair this one. You know, it just depends on pretty basically like, but then yeah, there's just really bad bad wear on this one, so we gotta figure this one out. I might not be able to, but just the whole front is just really torn up and things like that. I've got to really specialize in this repair and things. Maybe I could repair it, like take apart a few things and carefully. So yeah, that's pretty tore up, but need to clean it up. But I have both pairs. It's actually a pretty good size, you know, that I could still fit and wear. So I might try to fix this up. This might be a decent, even though I tried to fix it before, and some pairs are a little too small. So this is going to be a pretty rare nightlight things and videos that I'm trying to make. It's just I can't. I've got to I got to edit maybe 3, 4, 5 times, but I basically wash these shoes. So this is where I left off. Mixing glue and stuff, and then now I'm getting into some of the projects where I'm using the glues and things. So this is just in a bucket drying up. So this is going to be another shoe that I'm repairing, just because well, some of the soles, I'm going to review a lot of the stuff, but some of the sole is ripped off right here. So I got to find a way to just kind of match it up and glue it all back together. And hopefully the glue has some decent strength to it. I've tried liquid nail and silicone and stuff. It just depends how much. Just picking the right spots and using the right glue, I could probably repair this and wear it just because it fits. And it's technically the same thing with this rubber sole. Trying to wash and sort out a lot of my projects and stuff and re-gluing things, but a lot of it's coming off and things and pieces of it. So I gotta try to re-glue those just so that, and then I've got to make a better insole on the brown boots, just because it is a little uncomfortable stepping and walking and stuff. So I got to build make a liner. Plan out unless you kind of rebuild a few and make a really comfortable waterproof. I don't know what these are called, inliners or liners, insole liners and stuff. So I'm making a few with these socks and trying to just coat them with silicone and more weather resistant. At least it's available, I guess, for now. And then just need some more clear silicone to do a few backpacks, and then I've got these helmets to do. So right here I've got pretty much the epoxy for the cooler, but I've got mainly this one. I've got actually 2 other helmets that and then after the helmets I'm going to actually attach my GoPros. So I'm actually going to have the yellow GoPro for this helmet. And that also brings me to figure out what they're used for. I'm going to try to put the GoPro right here and things, and then it's going to mainly be attached. Well, I'm going to do a separate video. I haven't shown off the rest of the insole. I coated the bottom part. This was all grinded down, and then I added a few more. And then back to this shoe. I use shoe goo for the most of it, and then I added some silicone. It just needs a little bit of touch up just to straighten out some of the lines and stuff. So that would kind of help with the final, the final. And then when I try to wear it and test it, I'm not going to think that it's like indestructible and stuff. It might start coming apart. So that's the one thing that happens with some of these repairs is I tend to just go lightly, don't go to extremes for a minute. It's really tough to, like, to pretty much